AI ML engineer. So now all these are the agendas for the meeting. So first one, foundation of AI ML. So introduction to AI ML and robotics. Then misconceptions about AI. Then areas of hello.
Yeah,
Are you with
you can
me?
continue, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All
You
right.
can continue,
Okay.
sir.
Now, so we will look into our first topic, AI/ML. So which are comprised of to AI, ML, and robotics. Then misconceptions about AI, areas of application of AI, and areas of specialization in AI/ML. So the second topic will be skills needed as ML engineer. So which contain programming skills, statistical skills, visualization skills, and deployment skills. The third one are deep learning and specialized skills. So which consist of artificial neural network, deep learning, image classification, natural language processing, and generative AI. While the last one will be building a successful career. So building your portfolios, AI, ML communities, and networking with other engineers, competition, and LinkedIn optimization. So, but before we start, so I need are they the same? Yes or no? And you need to give me reasons if it is yes or if it is no. So, who want to try? Anyone? Okay.
Well, I think the issue is that the terms are new, and many of us are not really used to this
Okay.
tech skill. So it's not the best to just guess, either yes or no. But along the line, I'm sure we'll have
Okay.
clear
Okay.
understanding of if they are the same or not, sir.
So
So that's my own view.
is it
I said in the course of the study, we'll get to have a better picture instead of guessing whether they are the same or
okay?
not. So that's my own view, sir.
Okay. Okay. So of the response. So that is add more knowledge to your AI knowledge and machine learning. So now, so let's start with artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines designed to perform tasks such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. So uh, when we say artificial intelligence, so it is training of a machine to mimic how human behave. So that is the concept of artificial intelligence. So and examples include image recognition, natural language processing, and or machines that think intelligently in the same way that artificial intelligence is to simulate a human intelligence and enable machine to think, reason, and act intelligently. So if you have a solution that is having maybe a cognitive reason, So we call that solution an artificial intelligence product. So, for example, these chatbots and virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa. Have you heard of Alexa before?
No,
Anyone?
sir. No, sir.
Okay. Uh, uh, okay. You can try to search online to search for Alexa. So Alexa is like a virtual assistant. It is you can communicate with Alexa to ask Alexa something, and so it is part of what artificial intelligence product. Then image recognition systems. So all these are their what? Their AI products. But when we talk of machine learning, so machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So which means artificial intelligence is the field of different it's a feed of different systems. Okay, so while machine learning is a subset of that artificial intelligence, so it involves the study and the use of algorithm and statistical models in computer system to perform specific tasks without human interaction. So machine learning is part of artificial intelligence. When we discussed about the artificial intelligence other time, we read that artificial intelligence is a combination of machine learning and deep learning. Okay, computer vision. So all those feeds they are under what? They are under artificial intelligence. So while machine learning is part of them. Okay, so machine learning models relies on patterns and what inference instead of a manual human instruction. So uh, machine learning deals with training of model to maybe for detection or for classification or for prediction. Okay, then examples of machine learning. One, spam email filtering. So we have a machine learning model that can filter email to be a spam or not spam. So then we also have another machine learning model, recommendation systems. So recommendation system can be integrated into e-commerce site like Amazon or Netflix, Spotify. So if you have purchased a particular product on Amazon before, you revisit that site. So you can get a different product recommended by that site. So you now amazed that how is it that you want this kind of products. Okay, so it is the model, it is the machine learning model that is working underground. So it's going to recommend a product that a kind of product that you have purchased before. It's going to recommend it for you. So it works based on preference and activities of customers. So it's a recommendation system. So the Amazon use a machine learning model on their site. But if you want to say, we said they are using AI because machine learning is part of AI. Credit card fraud detection model. So this kind of transaction is a fraud or not. is what is a fraud credit card or not. We talk of robotics. So robotics is a field of engineering focused on designing, building, and operating physical robots that can perform tasks often autonomously or semi-autonomously. So robotics is a hardware system. Okay, so it is different from machine learning or AI product, but you can use AI in what? In robotics. So robotics may use AI or not. Okay, so and also robotics are required mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer engineering. But for machine learning or AI to know how to develop AI solution or machine learning model. So what you need is knowledge of computer science, then statistics, mathematics. Look at it. Okay, so they are we can say they are what? They are software. Okay, while robotics is what? A hardware. Embed a model, machine learning model. You can embed it into what? Into robotics. Okay, so example of robotics, we have industrial robots used in manufacturing, like self-driving cars. Okay, so humanoid robots like Asimo or Atlas. So this is what this is robotics. So let's now see how they connect. AI versus robotics. AI allowing them to plan, perceive, execute a pre-programmed task. So if you have a robot, it may not use AI. So that means that kind of robot, it won't be able to do a kind of autonomy or to decide on its own. Okay, so to adapt to its environment. So it will only work based on pre-programmed tasks. Okay, so but if we have a robot that is being programmed with AI, so that kind of robot will be able to adapt with and robotics. Okay, so that means you will use the ML of AI. You will use it with what? With robotics. So as we said, as we know that ML is what? A subset of AI. So it can be integrated into what? Into robots for adaptive learning and decision making. For example, a robot equipped with what? ML can learn how to handle different types of objects rather than being hard-coded. So you can embed ML model into robotics to decide on its own or to adapt to its environment, like self-learning car. So if we have a self-learning car, we can call it a robot, but we can embed AI product, ML, we can embed ML into that self-driving car to recognize obstacle or to detect if there is any object in front. So if you embed a kind of ML model into that robot, into that self-driving car, so it's going to be what? It's going to be autonomy. And that kind of that self-driving car will be is going to be adaptable to its environment. So that is AI ML and what robotics. So we can see the difference between AI, ML, and what and the robotics. So AI is general feed for ML, ML, data science, and data engineering, and some other data feeds. Okay, so while ML is what subset of artificial intelligence. Okay, so robotics is hardware. Okay, that requires mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and computer engineering. Okay, so now let's now move to misconceptions about AI. So some people believe that AI can replace human workers. So people are used to think that, okay, AI we let them lose their job. Okay, so yeah, that kind of thinking is what is misconception. So AI can automate some tasks. So it is designed to augment human capabilities. So it also creates new job opportunities in fields like AI development, ethics, and what and maintenance. So AI can only augment your work, okay? But you maybe as a web developer or in your discipline, you must know how to use AI with your job. So in order not for AI not to replace you, so you must inculcate AI into what into your job. So because AI can only augment our job, our task. So it is not it cannot replace our job. Okay, so that is first conception, misconceptions. So number two, AI is what is a single entity. So some people believe that, okay, AI is a single entity. So, but from that definition, we are able to know that AI is what umbrella of different fields. Okay, so AI encompasses various technologies such as machine learning, natural language processing, neural networks, and computer vision. So it is not a single entity. So it's comprised of different fields. So which are machine learning, natural language processing, neural networks, and computer vision. So another one, people believe that AI is only for tech experts, which is not true. So AI is increasingly being used in various industry and not technical professionals. So non-technical professionals can also work with AI. So AI is not only for tech experts. So they use it in hospital, in banks, and some other areas which they are not tech tech feed. So another thing, another misconception is that AI and robots are the same. As I had other time that are they the same? So AI is often equated with robots, which is not true. So popularized by popularized by movies and media. So before I used to think that, okay, AI and robots are they are the same because they used to popularize it on media that, okay, AI is robot, which is not true. So I've divided robots and AI. So robot is what is a physical system, okay, hardware. So while AI is what is a software, okay, that can be embedded into what into robots to behave intelligently. Okay, so then another one, AI can think and feel like human, which is not true, because AI product, AI model can be if we build an AI model, so it can only match a pattern in the data. Okay, so not that it can feel or think like human. So AI mimics human behavior through what? Through algorithms and data, but lacks consciousness, emotions, and what? And understanding. So it can only match a pattern based on algorithm and data are used, not that AI can think like human does. So the next one, AI always produces accurate results. And no, so AI is only as good as the data is trained on. So and the algorithm powering it. So the is going to bias or the algorithm you use to train that AI model. So all these are what they are the misconceptions about as I've mentioned other time that we can use AI in robotics by embedding model AI into what? Into robotics to work intelligently. Okay, so the field of robotics involve the designing and what? And creation of automated machine or robots in such a way that they possess the ability to perform tasks on their own. So if you embed AI into robots to is going to decide on its own and also adapt to its environment. Okay, we can also use AI in defense. Tools powered by AI can help find suspicious activity over the system and keep track of the security and an organization or nation database. So they use AI in defense to detect threats. Okay, so you can use AI model to detect threats. Okay, to detect fraud as and other cyber attacks. Okay, so you can use AI in defense, then AI in healthcare. So most healthcare organizations rely on what? On AI based on software for their day-to-day activities. So they use AI in healthcare maybe to detect diabetes disease or any other disease. So AI can also prescribe for patients. So they use AI in healthcare, then in transport. So AI can also help perform predictive analytics. Recently, on best prices. So there will be a traffic to predict traffic. So AI can be used in transport, then AI in marketing. So the marketing industry is revolutionized by the what? By the applications of for AI. So various industry such as e-commerce platform, e-learning, they use AI. Okay, as I mentioned other time that like Amazon. So they make use of AI for product recommendation. Okay, so based on customer activities and preference. So if you have purchased a particular product on Amazon before, so they can advertise, they can use AI to advertise such kind of products, so that for you to purchase it again. So you can use AI for that. Okay. Then next one, we now talk about the areas of specialization in AI and ML. So first one, in areas of specialization, that is AI research scientist. So you can be an AI research scientist, okay, by focusing on developing new AI algorithms, models, and theories. Okay, then all these are the skills that you need to have: deep knowledge of machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, mathematics, and programming and research skills. So you need all these skills to be to be an AI research scientist. And the goal for AI research scientists is that they push the boundaries of what AI can achieve. So they will do research on AI, new things about AI. So that is what AI research scientists does. So second one is ML engineer. ML engineer design, build, and deploy scalable ML models into production. So ML engineer is in charge of building models, like this kind of models I mentioned other time, like recommendation model. So ML engineer can build a recommendation model, or a classification model, a detection model, so or any other AI model. So then the skills that you need as an ML engineer. So you need knowledge of programming, deep learning, deployment on cloud platforms. So because after you build a model, so you have to deploy it to the cloud. So we have different cloud platforms like AWS, Microsoft also, Google Cloud. So we have IBM Cloud. So you have to deploy your model to the cloud. So as an ML engineer, so you must be able to build a model and deploy it to the cloud. So the next one is a data engineer. So data engineer builds and maintain the infrastructure for AI and data analytics. So they collect data from different sources. So maybe getting data from a database. So as a data engineer, you need knowledge of database management. So you can extract data from a database for ML engineer to use to build a model. So when you extract the data, so you should be able to clean the data. So you need the knowledge of data cleaning, okay? Then database management, big data technologies, data pipeline construction. So as a data engineer. So the goal of data engineer is to ensure clean, accessible data for AI model. Then next one is a data scientist. Okay, so data scientist analyzes data and build predictive models using AI and ML techniques. So if you look at the data scientist and ML engineer, both are related, but there's a little difference between data scientist and an ML engineer. So for the ML engineer, ML engineer focus on but as a data scientist, as a data scientist, you can be an ML engineer, but an ML engineer will not be a data scientist. Okay, so because as a data scientist, apart from being able to build a model, you must also be able to analyze data. to come up with what are actionable insights to solve a what to solve work to do compared to what ML engineer. So another deep learning engineer are focused on what building neural network model. Okay. So like autonomous driving, robotics. So you need knowledge of neural network architecture and what. So next one is NLP engineer, which is natural language processing engineer. So this works on what language understanding, translation, and what generation tasks. So language GPT developed by OpenAI or Gemini, developed by Google. Or by how to do text analytics. Okay, so how to build a natural language processing model. So as a computer vision engineer, so you will work on building image processing, okay, healthcare imaging, autonomous vehicle, and what facial recognition. So last one is a robotics engineer. So they combine the high and hardware, software integration, and AI algorithm. Which will into that robot. So as a robotic engineer, so all these are what their area of specialization in AI ML. But now our focus now is to be an ML engineer. So what are the skills that you will need to be an ML engineer? So the skills can be divided into two. So we have technical skills and soft skills. So for technical skills, so first thing is what? Knowledge of programming. So you need the knowledge of programming like Python. So the common programming language used by ML engineer is Python. You can also use R, but most of people using R they that you can use to build your model, to build a computer model. You need a knowledge of programming first. Then second one is ability to clean a data. So you must have the knowledge of data cleaning. Okay. Okay, so because as an you must be able to clean that data, because if you use unclean data to train a model, it may not perform as you expected. So that is a reason I mentioned another time that AI is not accurate. Okay, as people believe that okay, it is 100% accurate. Okay, so the accuracy of the model be based on the kind of data you use. To so most of our time we get a better model. Okay, so you must know how to clean a data. Then web scraping. So you must scrape a website. Okay, you know, we have a different way of getting data. So you can get a data online. Okay, we have a paid data and we have a different public repository that you can use to get your data, like Kaggle. So you can download data on Kaggle. So or you use a UCI repository, or you use data.gov. So those ones, they are what? They are public data. Data are ready-made data. So, but if you want to extract your data yourself, so either you use SQL. Okay, can you see? We have SQL here. So either you use SQL. For example, if you are working with an organization, so and they need to build a model with the internal data, the company data. So you have to interact with their database. Okay. So and to do that, you need the knowledge of SQL command, how to query a database with SQL. So you can use SQL to query your data, or you use web scraping. So this one, it is different from interacting with a database. So these web scraping is extracting data from a website. Okay, so you can extract data from a particular website by using Python libraries. Okay, so we have different libraries in Python to scrape a website. So like Beautiful Soup, and we also have some other libraries that you can use to scrape the data from the website. Then you need knowledge of feature engineering. Feature engineering involves feature selection and feature extraction. You know, if you have a lot of data, there are some unnecessary column. There may be necessary column that you may not need to change your model. So if you use all the data you have to change your model, so that kind of model will be overfit. So you need to select some important features in your data, okay, by using feature selection or feature extraction. So feature engineering combine both feature selection and feature extraction. So then data visualization. So you need knowledge of data visualization to visualize your data. You know, before you start cleaning your data, you need to explore your data. That is EDA, exploratory data analysis. So and the best way to explore your data is to visualize it. Okay, to use different charts like bar charts, pie charts, histogram, okay, box plot, and some other charts to visualize your data, okay, to know the pattern of the data, to know the structure of the data. So that is what data visualization. Then you also need knowledge of basic knowledge of mathematics and statistics. Okay, most of people, they used to run away for machine learning, data science because of mathematics and statistics. So what you need is because most of the model that you are going to build, so they based on what? They based on statistics techniques and mathematical techniques. So you need the knowledge and understanding of mathematics and statistics. Okay, as a what? As an ML engineer. Okay, then under technical piece, so you need to understand how to build ML model. So using ML algorithms. So we have different ML algorithms. Okay, so under it, we can categorize ML algorithm into three. Okay, so we have supervised learning, we have unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So you must know all the algorithms under supervised learning. Okay, how we can use those algorithms. Okay, so for supervised learning, uh, uh, you, uh, you can use them for classification or for prediction. Okay, so for unsupervised learning, so we use unsupervised learning for clustering. Okay, so you must know how to use those algorithms under unsupervised learning to what to do the clustering. Then reinforcement learning, how to use it. So you need it as what? As an ML engineer. Then computer vision and natural language processing. So, so apart from all these tools, so you need to familiarize yourself with different platforms that you can use to build your model. Okay, IDE or a notebook that you can use to build your model. So you can make use of a Jupyter notebook, Python, VS Code, Spider, or RStudio. So all these are their what? They are offline IDE. Okay, so you can use them to build your model locally. Okay, so while these are Kaggle notebook and Google Colab they are what? They are to build your model. Okay, so if you want to build just a simple model, so okay, so but if you want to build a complex model with complex data, okay, like deep learning model, so it is better you use online notebook like Google Colab, because all this one they have additional memory. So if you try to use local notebook to build a complex model, so it may cause your system to hang even because complex model require a lot of resources, so and processors. So and if your system cannot get higher memories and processor, so it can damage your system. So if it is advisable to use an online notebook if you want to build a complex model. Then you need to familiarize yourself with different deployment platforms like AWS, Azure, Streamlit, Google Cloud, and IBM Cloud. So all these we use them to deploy our model. Okay. So then version control. So you need knowledge of GitHub and Git commands for collaboration. So as an ML engineer, so you are going to work with all other developers. Okay, and you can work with backend developers, front-end developers, and some other developers. So you need this version control GitHub for collaboration to collaborate with other developers. So all these are their technical skills needed for ML engineer. So the second one is soft skills. So you should be able to you should have curiosity and desire to learn. Okay, because machine learning it's so challenging that every day, every month, different technologies, different skills about AI. So is different different technologies and skills. So it's been coming up every day. So you have to have a curiosity and desire to learn. So and also have a critical thinking. Okay, you must be able to think critically. Okay, building ML requires a lot of thinking. Okay, so you should be able to think critically, and also communication skills. So you need knowledge of communication, how to communicate your work with stakeholders. Okay, so you need communication skills. Then last one is teamwork. So you'll be able to work with other developers. Okay, so all these are what are the skills needed for ML engineer. Okay, so the next one is deep learning and specialized skills. So as an ML engineer, you also need knowledge of deep learning. Okay, so deep learning is under what? Artificial neural network. So it's a machine learning technique that unique at the brain and also it's a network. The network is structured with neurons that are what organized into layers. So artificial neural networks can be divided into three. Okay, first one is input layer. Second one is hidden layers. While the last one is output layers. But if we have a lot of hidden layers in artificial neural network, so we call that network, we call it deep learning. Okay, deep learning artificial neural network. So which means deep learning is what? Is an artificial neural network with a lot of hidden layers. Okay, so and we use deep learning to solve a complex problem. Okay, the more hidden layers the network has, so the easier it will be for what to identify very complex patterns. So that is why we use deep learning for object detection, object recognition, for natural language processing. Okay, because of its complexity and ability to detect complex objects. So next one is generative AI. Generative AI. You know, people don't have interest in AI before, but when this ChatGPT was launched in year 2022, so by OpenAI, so people start embracing artificial intelligence. So generative AI is what? A type of AI that, as the name suggests, it generates content. So it can generate videos, audios, text. Okay, so it is different from discriminative AI. Discriminative AI is a kind of AI that classify objects. Okay, like classification model. Like discriminative AI is like a model to detect fraud. Okay, or to detect spam in email, to classify spam if our email is spam or not. So that is what? That is a discriminative AI. For generative AI, normally generates content. Okay, so you can have generative AI to generate a kind of content for you. Okay, you can have a generative AI a question, and it will start generate content, either text or image. Okay, so example of generative AI is ChatGPT. Okay, it's a generative AI, it's a model. Okay, natural language processing model. Okay, developed by OpenAI. So we have another one, Gemini by Google, Copilot by Microsoft, Meta AI by Meta. So you can use all these models. You can do interaction, voice interaction with them. okay, to generate content for you. So that is the power of what generative AI. So now, the next thing to know is how to build a successful career. Okay, so building a successful career in AI ML. So first thing is to build your portfolios. So after you have acquired all these skills, you know how to build a model. Okay, so you know how to deploy a model to different clouds. So you need to build your portfolio. Okay, demonstrate practical skills, highlight platforms and tools like data science portfolio. So this data science portfolio.io, so it's a platform to showcase your project. Okay, so if you have AI ML project or data science project, so you can showcase those projects on this platform, so that if you apply for a job, so you will have it in your resume, so that potential employer will go there to check your project, and also you can also use GitHub to showcase your project. So then we have Cindy and Kaggle. So these platforms, you can use them to showcase your project. Apart from that, you can also use them for competition. So there are a lot of competition on this platform. Cindy is for Africa. So while Kaggle, it is worldwide. So we have a lot of competition on this platform. There are paid one, and there are competition that just require points. That if you do that competition, you will earn a point. So or you get maybe maybe you get maybe money in terms of dollars. So this one, you can use them for what to showcase your project. And then another thing is to work with communities. There are a lot of communities online for data scientists, for ML engineer, such as AI forums on LinkedIn. Okay, we have a lot of AI ML communities on LinkedIn that you can join uh, to connect with other ML engineers. Okay, then we also have local communities like DSN, Data Science Nigeria. So we have RAIN, Robotics and Artificial Intelligence Nigeria. So those ones, they are based in Nigeria. So they also have social media groups like WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups that you can join, and they have a lot of opportunities. Okay, so they have a lot of things that you can learn from them. So, and also another way to build your career is to network with other engineers. Okay, so networking is an essential part of any profession. So, and ML engineering is no exception. So, by networking with other machine learning engineers and data scientists, so you can learn from their experiences. Okay, get insights on the latest industry trends and technologies, and also potentially find job opportunities. So don't feel shy. Try to network with other engineers. So maybe online or locally. So you can attend industry events, look for different conferences, okay, meetups, and other events related to data science and machine learning. And if you attend those conferences, meetups, and other events that related to data science, so you'll be able to connect with people. So this one, this is a great way to meet others, fit, and learn about new developments and technologies. Then reach out to others. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to reach out to other data scientists and machine learning engineers. So whether through social media, email, or in person. So try to reach out to other ML engineers. So maybe you encounter issue while building a project. Okay, so we need to look for their advice, and also build relationship. So then another thing is teach what you learn. So after you have acquired different skills, knowledge about machine learning, about data science, so try to teach others. Okay, the best way to learn is to teach. So when you learn, you think through your own mind, and when you teach, you also need to think through the mind of other person. So in learning, you will teach, and in teaching, you will learn. So a learning curve is essential to both. So the expert in anything was once a beginner. So try to teach what you learn. If you learn something today, you try to teach others, so that uh, that knowledge will stick with you. So try to teach others on what you have acquired. Then leverage networks and internships. So another way to build a successful career is to uh, leverage different internships. So there are a lot of internships online, free one and paid one. Okay, so examples of internship that you can do. So you can do internship with OSIS, Infobyte in India. Let's grow more in India. So all these, they are free one. So YB High Foundation. So all these they are for beginners. Okay, so if you are beginners, so you can leverage all these internship. So what Quant University, the Spark Foundation. So for this one, AI for AI, okay, they provide paid internship, but you need to have some skills in machine learning or data science before you can be accepted. So you have to leverage a free one to acquire more knowledge and skills. Then you cannot go for paid internship, so that to build your career. So you can also join cyber devs. They have different programs for beginners. Okay, so you can join them. So they have experts to train you on AI and ML. Okay, and then also they have flexible learning and career growth. After the program, certificate will be issued for you. Okay, so then how to join cyber dev? So you can fill this form. Okay, so the organizer will send that link to you, so on how to join cyber devs for the training, or you can call this number on this screen, which is 09016897040, or you can mail cyber devs on cyberdevs@gmail.com. So they have a lot of uh, programs for you, so to become an ML engineer. Okay, so and this is their fee. Okay, they have installments payment, so you can pay in installments, or you can apply for their scholarship. So by applying through their mail, which is cyberdevs@gmail.com. So all these other programs that cyberdevs also have. They have AI, ML, then cloud computing, cybersecurity, data analysis, data science, DevOps, digital marketing, graphic design. Then kids can code for little kids. The mobile development, product design, product management, programming, prompt engineering, software development, and many others. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you too, sir.
Thank you
You're well done, sir.
very much, Engineer Odeyale. So thanks for the wonderful section. This is an educative section for me. I've actually learned a lot about what AIML entails, the challenges we might face, and especially the most important part, the roadmap. Wow. This is an extensive roadmap. So I would like to just ask a question from our speaker, because he has taken us through a whole lot. So for a newbie, someone that does not have a tech background, and I want to become an AI engineer, do I need to first learn data analysis before I now learn AI, or I can just go straight to start learning AI? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the question. AIML, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you,
Okay,
sir.
okay, thank you. In data ecosystem, so we have a different feed, okay, in data ecosystem. So, I made mention of other times, but I didn't mention of data analytics. Okay, data analytics is part of data ecosystem. Okay, so before as a newbie, so I will advise you to understand data first. So by learning data analytics, okay, know how to analyze data, okay, before you can say, okay, I want to know how to build a model, because you are going to interact with data. So for you to be able to build a better model, so you should be able to understand how to analyze the data. So by firstly know how to do data analytics. Okay, so it is advisable to know data analytics first. Okay, then you can now learn. You can now go for that machine learning, deep learning, and others. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that beautiful answer. So I don't know if we have anybody that has questions for the just concluded lecture. Is anybody
Yeah,
raising up their hand?
yes, I do.
John Adebisi.
Yes, this is John. Thank you, sir. Obviously, I'm glad to be part of this.
And you
Yeah.
before the start of the lecture. So we have the floor now. John Adebisi.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm glad to be part of this class. And since
John
I saw
there?
yes, I'm on. This is John. Hello,
Okay,
sir.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So I want to commend the presenter. You've done a very good job, and I'm excited. Most importantly, you did mention that we learn to teach, and the course of teaching we also learn. I want to put that on my status immediately. It's a very good motivating statement, which I really appreciate. Now, yes, I'm working. I have a proposal I've submitted on. I'm an hydrogeologist. I work more on water, so I'm trying to look at water quality and particularly suitability for human consumption, and then irrigation, then to predict health implications. So, and I want to use machine learning and the GIS to come up with my presentations or the report. So I'm working on that now. Of course, I don't have any knowledge. So when I saw this this proposal, this advert on this, I was excited. At least I have an idea of what machine learning is all about. So in that kind of situation, what do you suggest? I don't have any knowledge about machine learning, but I've written a proposal trying to evaluate water quality as it affects human consumption, irrigation, and then to predict likely health effects using machine learning and GIS. So I have a plan that networking with colleagues, just like you have said, you have to leverage on others who are experts and all that, maybe statistics. And so I've submitted that proposal for a TED fund, which I'm looking forward for approval. And I'm using it only as a case study. So please, on general notes, can you advise step to take, even why I'm still expecting such a proposal to be approved and funded by TED fund? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. This is a good initiative. Okay.
Yes,
I've worked with kind of that project. I've done something related to that before. So
okay, sir.
Using machine learning for to predict water quality. So
yes, sir.
But what I use is Internet of Things. So I do that GIS. We can say it's related to Internet of Things. So now, first thing to do is to know how to get your data.
Yes,
Because
sir.
as a machine learning engineer, before you can say you want to embark on a particular project, so you must get your data ready. You must know how
Yes,
to
sir.
source for data.
Yes,
So
sir.
without having data, to there's no way I'll be able to come up with something. So since you said you don't have any background knowledge of machine learning before, right?
Yes, sir. I don't. But I see it as
Okay.
what is raining
Okay.
now, and to make the
Yes.
research more of global interest,
Yes.
we have to
Yes.
introduce something of this nature. So that's what informed the choice of
That's
machine
good. That's
learning.
good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can start from now. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
what you just need one you need other practices like maybe those that have knowledge of GIS. So that GIS you want to use it to collect data, right?
No,
For
no.
location, right?
Just to digitize the sampling points and produce a map
Okay.
so that one
Okay.
can now give enlighten the
Okay.
public. For instance,
Okay.
I know this maybe southwest or this particular location,
Okay.
the concentration is
Okay.
more,
So,
and then
okay.
with that map, people can predict. Okay, I know this direction. The people
Okay.
that consume water in this area, they are likely to
Okay.
be affected by this
Okay.
kind of health disease and all that. So the
Okay.
idea of bringing GIS is
GIS.
just to
Okay.
digitize the
For
sampling
okay.
locations and
Sample
then the
location.
spatial distribution of the elements that I've also
Okay.
analyzed
Okay.
where they are
Okay.
concentrated, and from there we can inform the public more. So it's going to
Okay.
be
You know,
a
we
research
have
of
a different way of collecting data. You know, it can be primary data or secondary data.
in this
So,
case, it will be primary. Because no, I'm going to collect water sample, which will be
okay.
taken to
Okay.
lab. So I'm proposing between 50 and 100 locations to make the true representative. Yeah, so
Okay.
after the laboratory analysis, whatever they come for, I mean, whatever the
Okay.
result
So
for the lab,
that
then
means the issue of collecting data has been solved in one
Yes,
part.
yes, it's going to be,
Okay,
yeah, it's going to be
it's going to
direct
be
data.
primary data. So,
Yes,
but
sir.
uh, the issue now is how to build a model
Model.
to
Thank
predict
you.
water
Thank
quality.
you.
Yes.
That's accurate, sir. That's accurate, sir. So then maybe for not to make it
And
maybe on one or
that
about.
project, so
Yes, sir.
okay, that project is going to take how many months? So maybe average.
I'm proposing rainy and dry season. It's always good to look at two seasons, and that's why there'll be room for comparison. And then the
Okay,
judgment will be considered appropriate. So we cannot just limit it to rainy season alone. What happened in dry season?
okay,
If possible, 4 seasons,
okay,
preferably,
okay.
but
That,
because of the time duration, so it's going to be 2 seasons. So we look at the trend in rainy, we look at the
okay,
trend in dry season, then we cannot compare.
okay.
So
With that, I can say you still have time. So
yes, yes,
yes,
on average of one,
aha. So
like 1.5 years,
yes,
18 months.
so we can say within between 4 and 6 months, you should be able to learn how to build a machine learning model. Okay,
Thank you, sir. I
to
look forward to that,
predict
sir.
water quality, because I've done, I think that I've done a kind of project like that before. Understand?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So,
Okay,
and
sir.
if you can lay your hand on how to build a model, so machine learning model. So first thing is to know how to do data analytics. Then you can now move on to how to build a machine learning model. So from there,
Model.
you can now connect it with your project. So
I'm
within
glad to hear
four
that,
and
sir.
6 months, you should be able
Yes, sir.
to come up with something.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
Yes.
As the event is unfolding, definitely under your
Okay.
mentorship and platform.
No problem. No problem.
Thank
So just
thank you, sir.
that.
Amen, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other person, please? Anyone? Do you have anyone with question? Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, our speaker. So I have someone just joining us now. Um, so I believe, sorry, you are just coming late. We are ending the lecture already. So I believe if one or two gain something from this impactful lecture, and we'll be going on with
Yes, sir.
something new.
Yes,
So I
sir.
believe all our questions have been answered.
Yes. At least for now, sir.
Oh, good, good. So if you still need to ask further questions from our speaker, I'm going to drop a contact now. You can reach out to this contact. So from here, you can get to interact more. So once you drop your question with this email, we communicate you and get every other things needed to you. However, we recorded this lecture and it will be posted on our YouTube channel. So that means whosoever is interested in getting more or more insight, or probably just want to revisit the lecture, get to know what you've missed, or probably people that are just joining now, one of the things I will encourage you to do is you can watch this lecture on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to drop that now. Drop it on the chat page. So that's the YouTube channel we are going to drop in the whole recorded lecture. So you can visit the channel, subscribe to our channel to get updates on topics like this. So thank you everybody for joining, and we'll be ending today's section by saying we appreciate your coming. Have a nice time. Have a nice day. Bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.